coming down to, the reach out, Srikrishnan, right? See, inbound versus outbound, right? The GTM strategy. For example, at Coot, when we are going for the outbound, right, we go with the more signal based approach, the intent based approach, and we like to meet the ICP in person, right? Right, as you rightly mentioned, the C suits, right? We want to meet them in person and really want to understand whether the pain point. So in Rocketlane, initially, were you trying to do more inbound when you actually identified, yes, this is a problem worth solving? So how was your GTM strategy, Shri Krishnan? Was it more outbound or inbound?
We did more inbound initially, but we started betting on some outbound. And in a way, you can say we knew that we will first go SMB. But when we are doing SMB, there'll be a few mid-market who lean in. Then we'll go to mid-market. When we're doing mid-market, a few
Mhm.
enterprise will lean in.
Okay.
And we had that step-by-step growth
Ladder.
plan.
Mhm.
Yeah. So initially we did like Google Ads, we did G2, like we
Yeah.
had reviews on G2. We took like a paid listing over there to,
Mhm.
make sure that we get noticed. And we went after very select audiences. We went after people we knew were using certain other products in our category, etc.,
Okay.
where we knew
Yeah.
we had the right to win. We had like a better product. So it was
Okay.
very targeted initially. But
Okay.
then within the first 6 months, we hired our first BDR who started doing outreach.
Okay.
And we also did our first physical event within those
Yeah.
first 6 months where we traveled to the US,
Mhm.
had a booth at a big enough trade show,
Yeah.
and made noise, right? Like we
Yeah.
needed to do that. And then I think it was after our first 7 8 months is when
Mhm.
we were able to push and set up more one-on-one in-person meetings with slightly larger mid-market companies, where we
Okay.
had now gotten like 50 smaller companies as customers.
Wonderful.
There were
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 mid-market companies within that who heard of us from network and or used us in one place, went to another place, bought us,
Mhm.
etc.
Mhm.
So we had some good names as well.
Sure.
And we also used the VC network. We asked
Okay.
VCs
Mm.
to connect us with, like, whenever a VC wants to talk to us.
Yeah.
As part of that, we will prepare for that meeting with who in their portfolio can benefit most from us. And
Mm-hmm.
as part of the call, we'll say, hey, by the way, you've met us, you learn about us. I'm sure you have questions on how valuable this is. I
Mm-hmm.
think if you introduce us to these 3 companies in your portfolio, uh, we will be able to show them what we do, what we can do for them, and you will be able to validate whether that's valuable to them or not by
Mm-hmm.
doing a back channel check with them.
Mm-hmm.
And they made those intros, and from those we
Yeah.
ensured that we went and met those companies in person.
Mm.
I remember going and meeting companies like Clary and Kata and so on in person, and that
Okay.
helped us convert those at that time bigger names than who we were working with, global winners in categories, and go and get their business.